Right, so we're on part B of the results section. Part A, we looked at the data table. Now we created the data table, how we recorded our data in a nice, neat, organized fashion. You can use something like Excel or even something like Google Sheets on your computer. But now we're going to be doing a visual display of our data. So we're going to be graphing our data. So I'm going to go over it quickly about how you would set up your graph. Now I'm using a line graph. First thing, each graph needs a title. So here we have length of wing versus fall time. Length of wing versus fall time. And I'm going to have dry mix. Again, that's coming straight off the sheet here. Dry mix. Dependent, responding, y-axis. Manipulated, independent, x-axis. Okay, the manipulated is what we changed. What did I change during the experiment? I changed the length of the wing, right? I cut it to make it shorter, right? The responding variable, okay, that dependent variable that goes along the y-axis, then is going to be time. This is what I changed. This is what responded then to what I changed. Now we also have to take note here of I'm missing my green marker. No, there's a green marker. I'm missing the blue marker. There's the blue marker of the trial. So I did 4 trials. So I'm going to have trial number 1 with the blue, trial number 1 with the green, trial number 2 with the blue, trial number 3 with the red, and then the average then in the purple. Oh, I almost forgot. We want to make sure that we label each axis. So along the x-axis, I got length of wing, and that is in centimeters, 2, 4, 6. Now please notice, I put centimeters here. I did not put it with my numbers. And I think I forgot to mention it on your data table as well. Do not put the unit inside with your number in the data table. Put it up above, okay? And then the same over here, I got time, and then seconds. So we need units, but put it in with your label, not in with your numerical values. Okay, so now I'm going to graph the data. So the first one is trial 1. And I got 2.57. So from 2, I got 2.57. Then I got 2.82. So this is pretty difficult to graph here, right? And then 4.15, that looks pretty good right there. All right, now I want to connect the dots. I'm not going to connect from here to here. Okay, that would not be a proper technique when you're doing a line graph. But you can connect the dots from here to there. All right, so that's trial number 1. Trial number 2 is in blue, so then I had 2.73. It's kind of close there, right? 2.73, then 3.03, and then 4.26. 4.26. Those decimals are pretty hard to graph sometimes, right? I don't know why that's so funny. And then going to connect the dots. We can already see there's kind of a pattern forming here, right? Trial number 3 is in red. Trial number 3, so that's 2.49. 2.49. That's gonna be about right here. Then 3.14, somewhere right through here. We got some overlapping going on. 4.19, so about right there. Boom, boom. All right. And now I got to do the average. 2.5, so I'm doing the average in purple, so it's about right there. 2.99, So it's about right there. And then 4.2, so it's right there. Okay, so now, I hope you can notice that our data is kind of jumbled up. Okay? It could be best, and absolutely is not wrong, okay? But you could have done 4 graphs. You could have done 1 graph with just trial 1, then done a second graph, basically with the same setup with trial 2, and then trial 3, and then average. And then maybe put them all together on a 5th one, okay? That allowed the data then to be spread out a little bit better so you can see each of the trials, okay? So that is how we will complete our line graph here. Do not forget about labeling it. Now let's say you didn't have access to colored markers and you only had a black marker or a blue marker. One thing you can do for like trial 1, you can use squares. For trial 2, you can use like open triangles. For trial 3, you could have used X's. And then for the average, I don't know what other kind of shapes is there. You could have done a circle, okay? Or any kind of shaped type thing that you want, okay? Again, there is a digital way to complete this line graph in Excel or in your Google Sheets. And if you want to Google how to do that, it's actually not too hard once you have your data in your data chart inside those digital platforms. All right, so that is then part B concerning how to graph your data.